Hi, I'm Dibley, and today I'm going to have a go at using some modelling compound. I've never used this before, and I've ordered some of the Geek Gaming Scenics modelling compound, so that's Luke's APS. It comes in a bag like this, and in a nice little box, and the instructions are on the back. You've got to mix it 3-to-1. We'll give it a go. And what we're going to do is we're going to just fill in some of these little bits. I don't think I'm going to mix up too much for the first go because I've never used this, so who knows how it's going to go. Well, let's get on and see. It's a gypsum based product, so I'm going to use gloves. I'm going to try not to breathe too much of it in either. Right, I'm either going to go for 3 or 6 of these. I'm not sure which, but we'll see how much it looks when it's in this tub. Better clean that out a bit. Let's give it a go. See what it is. Maybe I'll just move that over that side. It's quite fibrous. I think to be fair, 3 will probably be enough to get going, just to start. Just in case we make a bit of a pig's ear of it, which I'm highly likely to. Right. I'm going to go and get some water. So apparently this is going to be enough. Let's see what happens. I've got a little spatula. Probably want to use my fingers, I expect. It's probably more likely. I don't know. It might work. Anyway, I'll mix this up. You don't need to see me mixing this stuff up. Well, I'm blowed. Yep, that little bit of water does it. Right, let's move across and start squidging this stuff down. Right, let's give this a go. I'll try not to block the camera up too much. This could be in. Well, unfortunately, the battery ran out right when I'd mixed up the compound. Typical. To be fair, my fault. Didn't check the battery was actually charged before deciding to do it. But let's just show you what I've done, and then you'll have an idea how far that's gone. So I've filled in some gaps around here and along this edge. And that's a bit of filler down there, and filled in down the bottom there. So I didn't mix up very much, but it's gone quite far. It's quite easy to work. I've been working it with a spatula because I've got a bit of sensory issues, so I don't like the feel of some things on my hands, so I've been able to work it reasonably well with the spatula. Sometimes you get little bits that stick up, but I'm sure they can all be sort of all reworked later on, so that's not bad. What I'll try and do is I'll try and mix up a little bit more and have another go at squidging some, hopefully with the battery working. So that was good. I mixed up another half batch. Put the camera on, talking away to the camera, and I was actually talking away to a still photo. So here we go. Applying, as you see, it's already applied, so I'm just applying a little bit more. Probably mixed this up very slightly runnier than I did the first lot, although I can't really tell. Maybe it was actually going off because I mixed the other bit up and then the battery had run out. So I had to go and run up and go and find a charging lead, and maybe during that time it all started to go off. I don't know what the work time is, I can't remember. It did say on the site what the sort of work time is. Probably actually says on the back of the instructions as well. But you know, I read them once and I've forgotten them since. But it feels really nice to work. It looks like it's probably ground up egg box, I think, and obviously plaster of Paris. Which you could make yourself, and I did think about it. I really considered it, and I looked at the price and I thought, you know what, initially let's not actually make something that we don't know what it's supposed to work like. So the first time I'm going to actually use a bought product, so I know what consistency, easy for you to say, clearly not for me, what consistency it should be. And then maybe at some point, if I ever have a lot to do, then I'll have a go at making it myself. But to be fair, I got a suspicion that this little 500 gram bag, yeah, 500 gram bag is actually going to last me a real long time, so I probably won't ever need to. Certainly won't need it for this module, possibly won't need it for the next module either, and that's going to be about 5 years away probably, so by which time this bag probably will have become unusable or something. I guess it's only got a certain shelf life. I think it says on there you've got to use within, yeah, best before 9 months of the batch date, so I kind of need to crack on with this. If I find that I'm not going to use it, or then I'll probably take it to the local model club and give it to them maybe. Well, I tell you what, I'm quite impressed with how that goes on. Like I mentioned probably before, I'm applying it with a spatula because I'm not a fan of how some things feel, and don't like the feel of it very much. So, but I'm not going to grumble too much about that. Let's just give you a quick flyover. So it is quite workable. Probably just pull that in a little bit more. Yeah, it's pretty good. You do occasionally get bits where it doesn't want to stick, but that may be down to the particular substrate it's on. Maybe if I painted it or PVA'd it, it might have a better key. Let's have a little look over there. I think that'll do for the time being. I can't go any further because actually this bit here I need to fix down. That is not fixed down yet. Once I've done that, because I need to work out what's going on with the retaining wall first. But yeah, it's certainly smoothed out that funny little blob that I had. This bit seems to be setting off now. I do have to do a big crack up through there at some point, but we'll come to that another time. A little bit over there, but I want to turn the baseboard round before I try and squeeze some stuff in over there. See if I can maybe catch it on the video, I don't know. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This is Dibley using the Geek Gaming Scenics modelling compound. And so far from me, it's a thumbs up.